I was a teenage beatnik. I used to read my poetry at a place called the Gaslight in New York City on 116 McDougal Street. And poetry was huge at that particular point, and the Gaslight was the mecca of it all. And I said to the owner, John Mitchell, hey, John, why don't we try folk music? We have a poet and then some folk music, and then a poet and some folk music. We can try. Mr. Romney, I made all my money with poetry. I said, why don't we just try it? And we did, and it was quite successful. I had a little room over the Gaslight where Bob Dylan wrote Hard Rain Gonna Fall on my rusty Remington typewriter. Bruce Springsteen says to me, you still got that typewriter? It was actually eaten by a beacon along with Lenny Bruce's couch. I remember when Dylan first came into the Gaslight, he was wearing Woody Guthrie's underwear. I'm not making this up. And he had a sign on his guitar that said, this machine kills fascists. And he says, hey, can I go on? It was a hootenanny. I said, grabbed the mic. I said, here he is, a legend in his lifetime. What's your name, kid? Oh, good grief. And after a while, doing poems and poems and poems, I began to intersperse the strange things that happened to me in the streets of New York. And this guy says, look, skip the poetry, just talk about the weird shit. And next thing you know, I'm opening for Peter, Paul, and Mary. I did their first gig at a place called The Bitter End in New York City. I opened for John Coltrane and Thelonious Monk and Ian and Sylvia and a whole variety of folks doing these head riffs, stand-up kind of stuff.